Hello, dear students. I am Assistant Professor Rushali Ahir, and in today's session of Fermentation Technology Part 2nd, we are going to learn about the second antibiotic which is included in your syllabus, which is streptomycin. So, about the streptomycin, we are going to learn in detail about introduction to streptomycin, then its chemical composition, the medium used for the production of microorganism used for the formation of streptomycin. Then we are going to learn the media composition of the Hockenhull medium, which is used for the production of antibiotic. Then the fermentation process included at the industrial level for the production of streptomycin. It includes three phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, which we are going to learn in detail. The next point is recovery and purification and uses of streptomycin. These are all the contents we are going to learn in detail in our further session. So let's start with the introduction of streptomycin. Now, a streptomycin is an bactericidal antibiotic drug belonging to the class aminoglycosides. It is generally used to kill the bacteria. So it is known as bactericidal antibiotic drug. Generally, it is used in the treatment of tuberculosis. It can be also used in the treatment of plague. This streptomycin, it is derived or obtained from the Actinobacterium species, specifically Streptomyces griseus. Streptomyces griseus, it is used or can secrete the streptomycin antibiotic, which inhibits the growth of harmful bacteria. Generally, it can be used against gram positive as well as gram negative bacteria, but specially it has a high activity against gram negative bacteria. Dihydrostreptomycin, prepared by hydrogenation of streptomycin with platinum as catalyst, and is commercially more successful. Generally, other than streptomycin, dihydrostreptomycin is used at high amount at the commercial level, and it is more successful as compared to the streptomycin. If we study about the chemical composition about the streptomycin, here you can see the structure of streptomycin in the detail. It basically contains three types of sugars. Three sugars derived from glucose with carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen element. And the chemical formula of streptomycin is C21, H39, N7, O12. Here you can see the three sugar molecules are present. It also includes oxygen molecule are there. Oxygen molecule, hydrogen molecule, and nitrogen molecule are present in the structure of streptomycin. If we study the mechanism of action of streptomycin in detail, this streptomycin, it generally inhibits the protein synthesis, and once the protein synthesis is inhibited, the bacteria cannot carry out its function properly and it leads to the death. So let's study the mechanism of action of streptomycin in detail. Streptomycin is a protein synthesis inhibitor. So it inhibits the protein synthesis process. Basically, it binds to the small 16S rRNA of the 30S subunit of bacterial ribosome. As the bacterial ribosome, it is constituted of two subunit, which is smaller subunit, which is 30S, and larger subunit, which is 50S. So in the bacterial ribosome, to 30S subunit are streptomycin it binds. After binding to the 30S subunit, it interferes with the binding of formyl methiolyl tRNA to the 30S subunit. So basically, this streptomycin first it binds to the 30S subunit. Once after binding to the 30S subunit, it stops the binding of tRNA to the 30S subunit. This leads to the codon misleading, eventually inhibition of protein synthesis, and ultimately death of microbial cell through mechanism that are still not understood. तो यहाँ क्या होता है, स्ट्रेप्टोमाइसिन जाके 30th सब यूनिट को बाइंड हो जाता है. 38 सब यूनिट को बाइंड होने की वजह से फॉर्मिल मिथियोलिल tRNA 30th सब यूनिट को बाइंड नहीं हो सकता और इस वजह से कोडॉन का मिसरीडिंग हो जाता है. वंस द कोडॉन मिसरीडिंग अकर्स, द प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस की जो प्रोसेस होती है वो स्टॉप हो जाती है. अगर प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस माइक्रोबियल सेल में नहीं होता है, देन अल्टीमेटली द सेल डाइज and the exact mechanism behind it is not understood up till now, but speculation on this mechanism, it indicates that the binding of the molecule to the 30th subunit interferes with the 50th subunit association with the mRNA strand. It is also stated that if the streptomycin it binds to the 30th subunit, then the binding of 50th subunit is also affected. This result in the unstable ribosomal mRNA complex. अगर 30th सबयूनिट और 50 सबयूनिट बाइंड नहीं हो प्रॉपरली बाइंड नहीं हुए तो mRNA का जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है वो अनस्टेबल हो जाता है. एंड ड्यू टू दिस अनस्टेबल राइबोसोमल mRNA complex formation, it leads to the frameshift mutation. A particular frameshift mutation is observed or a defective protein synthesis is carried out. Once if the defective protein is synthesized, it leads to the cell death. So the exact mechanism of action of streptomycin is it affects the protein synthesis or it inhibits the protein synthesis process, ultimately leading to the death of microbial cell. If we consider about the human beings, in human beings, human have ribosome which are structurally different from those of bacteria. Ribosome of human beings, it is completely different from the ribosome of bacteria. Bacterial ribosome is 70S type and human or the eukaryotic ribosome, it is of 80S type. So our streptomycin, it does not have any kind of adverse effect on the human cell. At low concentration, however, streptomycin only inhibits the growth of bacteria by inducing prokaryotic ribosomes to misread the mRNA. So, this streptomycin, it can act only on the prokaryotic cell and not on the eukaryotic cell by inhibiting or misreading the mRNA. As we have discussed earlier, that streptomycin is an antibiotic that inhibits both gram positive and gram negative bacteria, and it is therefore useful as broad spectrum antibiotic. The broad spectrum antibiotic are specifically those antibiotic which can be used for to cure or to inhibit the growth of two or more number of organisms. As this streptomycin, it has the ability to kill or inhibit the growth of gram positive and gram negative bacteria. It is known as broad spectrum antibiotic. So this is all about the general introduction about streptomycin. In the next session we will learn the exact of industrial production of streptomycin. Thank you.